Hey, what's up, nerds? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a great day. I'm happy to be here, and I'm doing a face shave with you today. And first I'm going to talk about the soap a little bit. Well, first, before I talk about that, I started with some pre-shave, the MERshaving Co. Citrus Cedar pre-shave oil. So I got some of that on. And during my live shave, Abe Froman was talking about, he uses a pre-shave, post-shave, and he shaves sometimes twice a day, head and face, and I was like, holy smokes, that's intense. And he said the pre-shave oil, he thinks it doesn't affect the shave so much as it does help keep your skin healthy and feeling good. So I thought, hey, that makes sense, put some good oil on your skin. So anyhow, I started with that pre-shave. The soap I'm using today is a sample of Caties Bubbles, and this is the Le Piment de la Vie, or the Spice of Life, I think is what it translates over to. And the reason, and I'm using my Bama brush, oops, I had it upside down, Bama brush, so I'm going to talk and lather a little bit. The reason I decided to go with the Caties Bubbles was, I don't know, a couple weeks, a week back, a week and a half, I watched Rudd's Shaves do a review on Caties Bubbles 5 or V, and he said they were one of his top, if not top, vegan soap makers. And I really like vegan soaps. I like their performance and post-shave feel, and I thought, man, if Rudd's has them in his top 1 or 2 vegan soap formulas, I should give it a shot. So that's what I went with today. I'm going to put a little water down in the bowl. My brush was pretty dry. I'm loading it up pretty dry. So because of that, because of watching his review and his high praise for Caties Bubbles, I thought, man, let's give it a shot, see how it performs for me. So see what the post-shave feel is like. And the Spice of Life smells really good. It's a really nice spicy scent. A good strength of scent. It's a nice, crisp, cool day here. The sun's out, but the weather's cold. People in New England love this kind of weather that it is today. Sunny and cold and clear. Sorry, my brush is banging all over the bowl, but alright, that should be plenty. I've loaded a ton in there. So, gonna move to the face now. Got a little bit of water on there, since this is going to be pretty dry. But anyhow, so that's how I decided to try Caties Bubbles today, was based off of Rudd's review. But how have you guys been? Everybody doing good? I got to catch a little bit, some shaves over the weekend and some shave videos, and so I apologize, I'm way behind on videos. My work schedule is still insane, but hopefully in the next 8 to 10 days we get to come out of it for the holiday. So that's what we're hoping. The testing we're doing, we're trying to get it all finished up, and that we'll get some time off over the holidays and be out of the everyday shift work. I'm gonna need a lot of water in this. It is quite dry. Yeah, a lot of water. So usually I like having a bowl next to me with water in it that I can dip the bristles into. I like dipping them into the bowl better than putting it under the faucet. I don't know, for some reason my brain just likes that better. But since I used a sample, my bowl that usually I put water in is filled with the sample. So I'll have to bring in a second bowl or something. But man, this is really thick, really slick filling already. Very, very thick. I loaded it up really heavy. Oh, and good news, any of you college football fans out there. So 2 weeks ago, Alabama lost to Auburn in their rivalry game, last game of the season, before the SEC championship game. Alabama lost, and so we thought, you know, the hopes for the playoff and the college football national championship were over. Well, luckily, on conference championship weekend, Georgia beat Auburn. So congratulations, John at Common Sense Shaver. He's a big Georgia fan. So congratulations to your Bulldogs for winning. And I'm happy because as an Alabama fan, I hate Auburn. I wish they'd lose every game, but so I'm glad Georgia won. And Georgia's head coach last year was Alabama's defensive coordinator. So, or not last year, 2 years ago. I'm sorry, 2 years ago was Alabama's defensive coordinator. So I'm happy for him to get that win. And so Georgia beat Auburn and they jumped up into the playoff. And then Ohio State beat Wisconsin. And Wisconsin was undefeated. And if they would have won, they would have gotten in with Clemson, who also won, and Oklahoma, who also won. But Ohio State beat Wisconsin, and Ohio State had 2 losses. Alabama only had 1. And I'm a little biased, and I think Alabama's a better team. Anyways, so Alabama got in. So they'll be playing in the first playoff game. They're playing Clemson, which is a rematch from the last 2 years in a row. Clemson and Alabama have played for the national championship. Clemson won last year, Alabama won 2 years ago. So it'll be a rematch. Look how thickly loaded that is. And this is, if you can't tell, hopefully you can see. And there's some very little micro bubbles in there, but very, very thick. I can see why Rudd's likes it so far. Easy to build a lather, really thick, nice lather. Sorry I was talking so much about football during that. So, I'm trying to conquer 2 pieces of hardware that have kind of given me some trouble. My nemesis is, it's the Gillette red tip. This guy has been really hit or miss for me. And the blade I'm using is the Polsilver Super Iridium. And that also has been really hit or miss for me. So I've heard a lot of people really like both of those and they like the combo, so I thought I'll give it a try. So here we go, Polsilver Super Iridium Gillette red tip. First pass with the grain. You know, I've got a little over 24 hours of growth, and so far That is feeling really good, really smooth. Obviously it's with the grain. I might have said against the grain when I started. I meant with the grain. If I said against the grain, I apologize. I meant with the grain. So far, really good, really smooth. Got some of my daughter's hairs out of the way. And the Caties Bubbles feels really good, really protective, and really good glide. We'll see how slickness is in just a sec here. Get a little bit, just a little bit of that, put it up here. Feels really nice. The first time I used the Polsilver, even with the grain, it felt harsh. And this feels very smooth and comfortable. And the first time I used the red tip with the grain, it felt very inefficient. I don't remember what blade I used. It might have been the Gillette Platinum. But that could be entirely wrong. Okay, let's get a little water on there, see what the slickness is like. I would say slickness is good. It's not blowing me away, but it's good. It's definitely good. It's not like, holy smokes, I can't believe how slick this is, you know? Sometimes when you do that rinse, your hands will like feel like just, they're sliding all around, and you have to rinse them quite a bit just to get the slickness off. That's not how this is, but the slickness is definitely adequate. There's no doubt about that. And the lather, the quality of the lather is outstanding. The protection, the glide, yeah, from the lather is really, really nice. And the scent is good. It's a good, strong, spicy scent. So, really nice. Alright, second pass, cross grain. This blade razor combo, man, that is good. That's really nice. Very smooth, very efficient. You know, I think the first time I used a Polsilver was in my Future, and I think I had it on like a setting 4 or 5, and that might have been why I got a bad taste in my mouth from them, because and I can't remember what razor I used them in after that. But I was kind of biased against them, to be honest. But this feels really good, really smooth. And the first time I used the red tip, it was really bad too, and like it was really rough, felt really harsh, did not give a close shave. This today is a completely different experience for this razor and this blade that I've ever had with the two of them. Feels super smooth and efficient, and close, definitely close, but not harsh, which if you watched me shave or listened, you know, I like aggressive and close. I hate harsh. But man, that feels really good. Really, really good. And really efficient. So, rinse up here. Yeah, that is, for just 2 passes, that is really efficient. Alright. Lather up. Final pass. Sometimes I do this just because I like the way it feels. It's probably not doing anything for the lather. If anything, it might be ruining the lather. I don't know. But it feels good. It feels nice. So sometimes I do that just because I like the feel of it. But there's still a lot of soap down in there. I'm going to add a little water to it just to slicken it up. I think I was overloading. I used to way overload my soaps. I think that's because I didn't know how to really efficiently build a lather, but I think I'm getting better at building a lather. And now when I overload my brush, almost each pass I could add water and rebuild and water and rebuild, because there is still a lot of good soap down in there that with water you'd build really good lather. But I'm going to stop there, but you can see that is still really well loaded. Alright, here we go. Third pass against the grain. Nice and soft touch. One thing I'm excited to see with this Caties bubbles is post-shave fill. You know, one of the only knocks I have about this red tip right now is I wish the handle was a little longer. It feels a little short in my hands. Man, this is going good. I'm being pretty quiet because I'm just enjoying this. Surprised. Well guys, I'm gonna have to eat my words a little bit. Talking negatively about the Polsilver and the Super Iridium. That was really, really nice, and the Caties bubbles performed excellently. Alright guys, I am gonna just run a little long, so to save some time, I'm gonna do a Kevy Shaves face wash, but I'm gonna do it off camera to save a little time. So there's all the lather. I'll show you that a little bit. So still a lot of good soap in there. So I'm going to do a quick Kevy Shaves face wash. I'm going to clean off my fingertip here. And I'll be right back. So we'll see you in just a sec. Alright guys, Kevy Shaves face wash is all done. I'm going to do my alum block. And I think I'll have a little burn here. That was a close shave. Oh, not bad. That was a very smooth, efficient shave as well. Wow, that is that combo was very smooth, close, and efficient. And I thought there was going to be a lot more burn than that. And I was watching Blind Man Shaves, Billy. I think Billy from Blind Man Shaves used his alum block, and he kind of rubbed it all over his whole. He did his forehead, he did his nose, he did it everywhere. I was like, man, I wonder what that feels like. So I'm gonna give that a shot, see what it how that feels. So alright, that is very little burn, much less than I was expecting. The most was on the mustache area, and so very nice. So Manny, the SoCal shaver, he does the spin move on the towel. So I'll do that spin move, let it dry a little bit. Alright, I'm going to rinse this off and be right back, so we'll see you in just one sec. Alright, alum block's done, doing a little witch hazel with tea tree. Gonna splash some of this on. Man, that feels good. Alright, we'll let that dry, run down what we used real quick. And then I'm also going to finish it up with some of the Soap Commander Courage aftershave balm. It's kind of got a cologne-y, spicy scent to it. The Caties Bubbles, La Piment de la Vie has a spicy scent. So speaking of Caties Bubbles, awesome performance, really good lather, really thick, really cushiony. Slickness was good, not great. The slickness didn't blow me away, but the lather, cushion, glide, protection, awesome. And I'm excited to see what post-shave feel is like. So far, really, really nice. The MERshaving Bama brush, love that brush. You've heard me talk about it a lot, so awesome brush. I'm gonna have to eat a little crow on the red tip and the Polsilver. Man, what a combo! What a great combo! I'm glad I tried that. I was going on faith. Flash Boredom always talks about the Polsilver, one of his favorite. He likes it in almost every razor. And so I thought, you know what? Flash has never steered me wrong. I'm going to put that Polsilver in the red tip and give it a shot. So Flash, awesome advice. Once again, thank you. So, great shave. Thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully everybody's safe. Yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good life. Hopefully everything's going well for you. So be kind, be safe, roll tide, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.